Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today's video is sponsored by Engwe, who has sent me a bicycle to review. This is the EP-2 Pro bicycle, and it's an electric bicycle. I have reviewed a bicycle before. This one is way more powerful. Other than that, it's a foldable bicycle, and yeah, it says that it's designed in California and made in China. So it's a big box. I am gonna take this out of the box and I'm gonna do some assembling, and we're gonna get back to, well, I'll interrupt if I find something special. Other than that, it should be a piece of cake to put this together. Usually they include all the tools, so you don't need anything else than what's in the box, which is awesome. So we're gonna pump the tires and we're gonna go for a test ride for sure. A cheese knife, cool. First cool thing, I asked them to send their orange bike, which they did. So yeah, this is gonna be very visible. I thought it looked cool. This video is sponsored by cable ties. There's a lot of them. Manual for the bike and manual for the display. All the tools we need. Oh, an English plug for the charger. So this is the front fender, and I was struggling with finding the screw that was supposed to hold this in place up here. I found the screws are located here for the support on the back, but that screw was missing until I realized that there is a front light here, and that goes on one side, and then the fender is mounted on the other side. So found it. Yeah. And they have a placeholder here for the wheel. Why? I have no idea. Let's see if we can find the key that will fit that one. I have no idea. Probably to not bend this. So here we have, these are 20-inch fat tires. So they go on. And they have a security pin here that we need to make sure that goes in the right direction. You can see that there's a little security thing here that it will pop in a hole here. So when you tighten it, even if it's a little bit loose, that should save your bum. I was having trouble getting it to fit within the disc brake down there. So now I can put on this security thing that grips up here, and that won't let the wheel fall off, even if this comes a little bit loose, which it hopefully should not. That's a bad day. I'm gonna tighten it further later. I think I'll keep this on. Now I think I can set the bike up and fasten more stuff. So they have the Allen key here, but I found that these are really tight. But they have kind of a screwdriver thing here as well. It's a Phillips and a flathead. But I found that this thing can also just fit on top of the Allen key and give me a little bit more leverage. Yeah. Okay, change of mind. I'm not gonna recommend that, but I did get it. So now I can mount the fender here on the other side. And at the same time, we can mount the front light here. Now you can kind of see what I meant. That the front light goes on here, and then it grabs the fender on the back. I think it actually goes like that. So now we are going to the steering here, and we can retest this with the now broken screwdriver. And we have this steering mechanism. As it's a foldable bike, the steering wheel comes down. So it's important to put this in the right direction, because the steering wheel has to come down that way-ish. Let's just close this there. And we have to tighten this bolt here, which will make sure that the steering wheel does not come out of itself. which would also result in a really bad day. So I think the steering wheel needs to come down this way. Which is not correct. We need the steering has to come through here, so that has to go that way, and it does not turn around, so it needs to be straight when it comes on like that. So we need to figure out how they meant that. I should check some pictures. So on the picture, the locking mechanism is out in front of the bike, so that makes it easier for me to figure out. Thank you. So you don't want this loose. I was just about to call it done when I realized that I've forgotten to mount the paddles. So yeah, I did this thing, and the rail lights here. Should I put that the other way around? It's fine. So pedals goes on in a direct. So that you don't unpedal them. So one of them is right and the other one is wrong. So if this goes on, it's the right one. If it doesn't, it's for the other side. Yeah, let's try this one. So that one is okay. That one will go on here, and the other one is for the other side. So when you're pedaling, you're tightening this, which is good. So that you're not pedaling along, and then it says whoop. These are special. They can clap down to when the bike is foldable. It doesn't take up as much space. Pretty cool, right? So I did say that this bike was more powerful than a previous one that I have reviewed, and it says it here on the battery. This is a 48-volt battery. And the battery is 13 amp hours, which is 624 watt hours. And yeah, in this bike there's a 750 watt motor in there, so it should be able to go a lot faster. And with the larger battery, it should also be able to go a lot further. So this is really heavy. And it comes with keys, so you kind of turn on and off the battery. The battery is located inside here, and when you lock it, you're not able to break the bike and take the battery out, which is awesome. But I do believe that we need to charge this battery so that we can have a go at it, and it's getting late, so that will probably be tomorrow. It's the next morning, and the EP-2 Pro has been overnighting in the winter garden here. And it has been charging, so now it's fully charged, and the display is here, and it's just a display. There is no buttons on it. All the buttons is this one, and you can get, this is the assist mode, so when I press up you get different assist modes, and there are 5 of them, and that will increase the amount of help that you get and the speed that you get. So we'll cut that down. On the side there is a button for the lighting. The bottom one is the light. You can, if I turn it off, you can kind of see the light in front of the bicycle changing. Plus it dims the display, so at night you don't get as bright a display, so it's not blinding you. So There it's on, and there it's off. And the top button over here, that's the menu. You get a maximum kilometers per hour, you get average, you get trip counter, and you get, I guess that's probably the amount of kilometers that the bike has driven to date. So yeah, a very important button over here on the bottom of it. There's an on-off button, so press that and it turns off. Press and hold, and if you want to turn it on again, press and hold, and it comes on. That took me a little bit to find that button. I had to resort to the manual to figure out that there was an on-off button, because I couldn't get it to do anything. And I thought maybe the battery is really low, so I was judging it, but then I had time to look in the manual, and yeah, there was an important button in the bottom of this. There is a belly bell, and then there is Shimano gears. It's a 7-speed, so there is 7 gears. You can also see it down here. There is just one here, and then there is 7 different gearings here. I am going out and doing some drone shots, but I don't use this drone much, so the battery needed a bit of a refresh. It's too windy to fly the drone at the beach today. A bloody shame. And the sand is very, very, very loose. So even with these fat tires, it is doing, well, wheel is spinning. I found another place where way less windy. Well, it was a football field. I'm not here yet, but I set the drone up to follow me on the bicycle, and it took it headfirst into a bush and damaged one of the propellers. So, and of course I hadn't got any spare propellers with me, so I went back to get the propeller, and I've just mounted it, and it seems that one of the motors is also damaged. So oh. So this bicycle, you don't really have to pedal. There's a gas handle right there, and that will make it just go on the higher settings, on the assist, at least 4 and 5, I've noticed. And on sand like this, it can even do wheelies. And it will easily go 30 kilometers per hour, which is fast on a bicycle. You don't have to use the gas handle. You can just pedal and it will do the same thing. And it will somehow stop when you're not doing anything, and sometimes it continues. It depends a little bit of how good or how long you've been pedaling. If you've been pedaling a while, it will continue longer. But yeah, this is great fun. And the shock absorbers in front takes a lot of the shocks that comes from the ground. So a little bit of a selfie stick here. I see that also on Assist 3, it will just run with the gas handle. So what does Morten think about the Engwe EP-2 Pro? Well, I think it's awesome that it has this huge amount of extra power and it can go a lot faster. And it's a really robust and simple to put together bike. I had almost no issue. Well, I did have an issue. I like to put things together. I forgot my food in the oven and it was totally ruined. But that was about it. That was my main problem with putting together this bicycle. I forgot my dinner. But never mind. I do have a little thing that I think could be better, and I'll show that to you. I think the display here is iffy. I'm not a big fan of this, the way that this is made with the control over here and the display over here. I don't know why they have done that. It's okay. It's okay, easy to use this, and it's not a big deal. But I would have liked some buttons, or even a touchscreen would have been awesome. So yeah. Other than that, I really like the color. I think this color looks awesome, and the shock absorbers on the front is really good. The disc brakes, really cool feature. These need to be worked in. They don't brake that well right now. I think they need to be worn a little bit before they really grip. And on the back here is that 750 watt motor, so that is cool. I should watch it because I had it at the ocean, so I might do that. I went down and I had it inflated to the right PSI. It says 20 PSI, which is the same as 1.4 bars. So I have put 1.4 bars in here. So yeah, links in the description, but there is also right on the bike where you can go and check it out. So unfortunately we didn't get any drone shots this time. After I crashed the drone in a bush, the internal of the propeller went down and it has damaged some of the windings on the motor. So I have ordered a new one. So you're gonna get a drone repair video sometime in the future when this spare parts arrives to me from Germany. As said, links in the description. This bike is about 1,000 euros, so it's an affordable e-bike for sure. And here there's, oh, you can get it in orange and in gray and in black, and there is all the info and stuff. Have I forgotten anything? It tells us that there's a 750 watt motor, there's the 20-inch 4-inch tires and 3-step full frame. There is 48 volts, 13 amp hour, I think I got that. They tell us that we have a range of 50 to 60 kilometers, fully electric, and 100 to 120 if you help a lot yourself. But yeah, it's very hard to show that this bicycle is powerful, but it is. This bicycle will actually accelerate uphill, and that was not my experience with the 36 volt bicycle that I have reviewed in the past. So definitely more power here. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.